Fuck it.
They're going to bed right now.
Fuck it.
Put them to bed. You go to sleep or I'll put you to sleep.
With a rear naked choke.
We are the people of Mercury. I am your interplanetary host, Travis Montgomery. These views reflect one planet and one planet.
Hello again,
alone.
and welcome to Mercury's Cast. I am your intergalactic host, broadcasting from the planet Mercury. Me and Tim Nguyen over here. We've actually, on the planet Mercury, in our community, we've had this tiny problem because most people don't watch the YouTube video, and we have two popular co-host guests, whatever you want to call it, that go by the name of Tim. So we've decided to call Black Tim. You never been on one. I hate to say Black Tim. We used to just refer to Black and Asian Tim. Okay. I know you won't get offended and Tim won't get offended if we go by those names, but it's just kind of distasteful. And I'm here with Tim Nguyen, who is of the the Asian descent. So we've found a name for OG Tim. We call him OG Tim now because he came on before you. So we're going to call him OG Tim. So how would you feel comfortable addressing you as Tim Nguyen or Tim N, or should we just make a new nickname overall?
I was fine with Asian Tim.
Asian Tim? Okay. Fuck yeah. You step up. You break those stereotype boundaries.
Or you can call me Bang. That's actually my real name.
Bang?
Yeah, Bang. B-A-N-G.
That's kind of cool too. I don't know. Now you got me frazzled.
Bang, did you ever know that?
Tim Bang?
Yeah, did you ever know that? Did I ever tell you that?
No, I don't think you did.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's weird one day. I don't know, I guess my mom probably just opened up a book and like a name book and just let's call him Tim.
Tim Bang.
So his friends don't make fun of him at school.
I kind of like Tim Bang. What do you think? Tim Bang. Boom.
Fuck it.
Tim Bang. Hell yeah. All right, we got it settled. It's honestly been a topic of discussion for the last month or two on this planet.
What, deciding what to call the two Tims? Yeah.
Because, obviously people are going to know from the difference of your voices, but it's kind of cool to know ahead of time what you're getting into when I put it into the description for the dozen or a couple dozen or so people that listen to the show. It's cool to let them know what they're getting into, and I don't like typing first and last names and shit like that. It's
seems too impersonal,
Right. And you could say, what if you're running for office later? You're going for Garden Grove City Council.
Why's it got to be Garden Grove? You could have said Alhambra or something.
No. You know why I said Garden Grove. And they literally have a city council full of mostly Vietnamese people, I believe.
Yeah, represent your constituents.
And I have no problem with that. It's not a sanctuary city.
Yeah.
Is it? Or,
think so.
If you make it to Garden Grove and you're from Vietnam, you're straight. I guess.
There's not a lot of those, though, I don't think. I
know. It's kind of an offshoot. It's like Garden Grove and maybe one place in L.A.
I guess there are some that they're more of ones that just overextend their visitor's pass or whatever you call it, the green card or
right. Then let me riddle this. Do you think Garden Grove it's kind of a conservative area? Do you think they would take in Syrian refugees?
Probably not. They
Probably not.
I mean, they probably. I mean, they already hate their legal Mexican neighbors anyway. So
Right. It is kind of weird.
yeah, from my experience, most of those real traditional Vietnamese people, they don't really like any other people besides other Vietnamese people. So.
No, who does?
But they do have this strange sense of feeling that being around more white people makes them safer or something. So that is, I think that's kind of a thing too. It's like, hey, I'm moving into this white neighborhood. Everything's going to be super, super safe. Oh. That's why my parents moved to Cyprus.
You know, if you have the money.
Hey, Cyprus is pretty safe, though, I guess, right? I mean, pretty.
Yeah, as long as you're not committing any crimes, and the cops might beat your ass.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you notice in Cyprus, I mean, they're, even like an accident or something like that, like a minor traffic accident, you got the entire department there having their circle jerk. You know, that kind of shit does not happen in Santa Ana.
So let me go into a story. But before that, let me ask you, I got a story of Cyprus, since we are both natives.
Mm-hmm.
But first, I need to ask you, what's new and exciting going on with you?
Not much besides my fucking car going back to the dealership again.
Oh, didn't you get a new car or something like that?
No, I was... See, it all started off with a paint recall. There was something wrong with the paint in like certain model Civics. So I took it back to get the paint recall done. And then when they put it back together, they crossed up some wires and destroyed the whole electrical system. So
what?
They went ahead and replaced. How does that happen? I have no idea. They crossed up some wires or something like that, because it first started off as my brake lights weren't working. So they gave me a car after the paint, and the brake lights weren't working. I didn't notice this because this is not something a regular consumer should be checking. You know, like, hey, just got my car painted. Let me check if my brake lights work. So.
And how old was your car? I thought you got a new car.
My car's a 2010. I mean, I've had it since it was like.
Oh, didn't you post a picture or something recently with your car? Or maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
No. Yeah, I don't think that was me.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I did post a picture of the loaner car I had about some serious gas mileage I was getting out of a hybrid.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's like if you drive like an asshole, you're going to get 15 miles, but if you drive conservatively, you're going to get like 40 or some shit like that.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, they gave me an Accord hybrid for like 2 weeks. But basically what happened is they had to replace the entire electrical system, the battery, the alternator, all the wiring harnesses. And then probably like a month later, I had some issues with my car just suddenly decelerating, like while I'm driving. Like the car hitting the gas pedal did nothing. So multiple times I almost got fucking rear-ended. So they brought it back in. They told me it was the fucking throttle body or something. So they replaced that. And then today, same shit happened. So I dropped it off back at the dealership, kind of cussed out the fucking service director. So I'm kind of hoping at this point they're just gonna do something drastic, like fucking buy my car back or something, and give me some serious credit towards a different car.
Yeah, how much bargaining power do you have?
Yeah, I should have a lot more than like a stranger walking in and trading their car, you know, because they've fucked me over numerous times now.
And it's weird because Hondas usually, they usually don't have a lot of problems, and they're usually easy to fix.
Yeah, I didn't have a single problem in the 4 years I owned the car, all the way up until they painted my car. And ever since they painted my car, it's just been nothing but a fucking headache. Pretty frustrated,
why the hell did they get some paint in there somewhere, or?
No, I think when they were putting the car back together, they probably shorted out some negative, positive shit, and just pretty much just made the whole car janky.
So they have to take the car apart, in order to.
Yeah. Huh. They painted each part individually, so it was like multiple different parts they had to paint.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's frustrated is an extreme understatement. I'm fucking pissed about this shit.
And it's a sweet ass car. You're paying a lot of money for it.
Yeah, when
Right.
I got it, I mean, it was like the top of the line Civic when I got it. You know, I mean, I paid like close to 20 for it.
Well, these things do happen.
Yeah, but it's probably time for a new car though.
Yeah.
If I get one of these jobs I've been interviewing for, most likely I'm probably gonna buy a new car.
Ooh, what kind of job you interviewing for?
I actually interviewed for one today in City of Commerce. It's actually right by East LA. Experienced LA traffic for the first time in a while. It's fucking horrible.
Oh, I
But-
used to work in the City of Commerce a lot. We've done some jobs there.
Were you living in Cyprus at the time?
Yep.
How was the commute? Pretty shitty, huh?
Not good.
Yeah, hopefully they'll pay me enough so I don't have to be sad.
I mean, it's
too
not
sad
terrible.
about the commute.
It's less than an hour.
Yeah, that's about
Even
how
with
much I
bad
timed
traffic.
it for.
Unless
Yeah, it
there's
took me
like a
about-
SIG alert or fucking 4 accidents.
I think
It's
it was
still
like
less than an hour.
50 minutes. 50 minutes, but the pay increase should be okay to deal with it.
You know what? You get in your car and you turn on Mercury's cast and you just coast. There's your hour right there.
There you go.
And then you go to Mercury's cast on Facebook and hit that like button, or you follow us on Twitter and you get some cool links, or go to iTunes, rate and review.
That was a perfect plug. Perfect plug.
And then we'll mail you some free bomb ass candy that we have that my wife sends with her shipments.
You need to get back on that sunflower seed thing, man. That shit was fuck. You need to make some more of those.
Did you like them? I know. Me
Yeah,
too.
dude.
I still
You
buy
make,
some.
you make some more.
a lot.
I'll pay for the shipping. Oh, the dill pickle. Oh, I love that flavor.
Yeah, I look for the ones that have the lower sodium, and believe it or not, the Biggs brand has the lowest sodium out there.
Ooh, I love that
Yeah.
brand. Have you had the bacon salt one?
No.
Oh, you got to try the bacon salt one. As an American, you do yourself a favor and get it. Bacon salt.
As an American, as an American,
You know they have a
Bacon
spicy
salt.
garlic flavor too.
spicy garlic. See,
Yeah.
I feel like they're just biting off my shit now. Because
See, I actually found those at the 99-cent store.
Because I was making flavors of sunflower seeds before everyone got all fucking exotic with it.
Dude, you made one that was I think it was like taco garlic sriracha or something. That was pretty fucking interesting. But it was good. It was good.
It was sriracha garlic ranch, I believe.
Something like that, but there's definitely sriracha in it.
Yep, the sriracha's good, and I did that before you ever saw that in the stores. Let it be heard here.
Yeah,
first.
dude, it's like huge. Everything sriracha now. They got sriracha mayo, fucking sriracha burgers, sriracha hot dogs.
Everything, but and that's a good thing. The sriracha plant almost shut down in 2014, something like that. They were threatening to shut it down. Somebody stepped up and funded the money, and now they're selling sriracha sunflower seeds.
Yeah, I think the guy's Vietnamese, and I think he named his. It's called Huy Fong, the company that makes sriracha. And
Yeah.
that's the name of the boat that he came on.
Oh,
Yeah. Dropping a little history for you.
dropping some knowledge. That's cool. As long as it was just him. I'm just kidding.
That guy's a freaking millionaire now.
The
Possibly
immigration
billionaire.
thing is such a crazy debate, because if we don't let immigrants in, then maybe we don't get sriracha. But if we let too many in, then we don't have any jobs, and they're going to suck up all the government money. You just never know, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
there's-
be completely bipartisan here.
and
Although,
obviously there's some random terrorists in there too that slip through.
it's funny that you say that because I was eating dinner with my 12-year-old daughter the other night, and she didn't know what 9/11 was. She had no idea what it was, so I had to break it down to her in very simple terms. And she was like, well, how did they get here? And I don't know if they came through the border or what. But, you know, I was like, these people hijacked planes. They flew them into buildings. The buildings fell. A lot of people, 3,000 people died. They actually flew one into the Pentagon. And then towards the end
that's debatable.
It kind of is. It kind of all is. I mean, except for the towers falling.
Yeah, because there's actual footage of that, but that's probably something we shouldn't get into right now. It's way too deep.
Oh man, you should go to episode 53. Kurt Haskell. He was actually involved in a false flag. He was literally on the plane of the shoe bomber. And I've yet to really interview him to break it down. I have to do that soon. I just like to get his opinion on international affairs right now. And because that's the topics that we're bringing up. But he is totally like he hasn't listen to 53. You get a good idea where he's coming from. I haven't asked him about 9/11 yet. I have a pretty good idea that he's going to tell us some shit. We haven't gone that route yet. We're kind of easing into the old girl. But at any rate, we got to the end of the conversation, and I was kind of like, that's why we kind of need to protect our borders a little bit, because there's bad people that want to get into the U.S. to do some harm.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe they don't.
Damn
or maybe
sure.
they're all just CIA operatives. I guess we don't know, but I still think it's a good idea to secure our borders just like most other countries do. Right?
Yeah. I mean, most countries except for ours in Europe.
Yeah. And look how that's not working out too good for them right now.
No, it's not, and the media will do everything to tell you otherwise.
Well,
did you guys talk about the French presidential election?
We did.
On the last one.
We did.
Oh, okay. You guys get pretty deep into it?
A little bit, yeah. They knew more about it than I did. Our co-host Alexander does a fucking fine job, and I love having him here because he seems to cover these gaps that I have not yet been able to find my own opinion on. So that's great to have him around for that.
What's his basic opinion of Macron versus Le Pen?
You got to go listen. I don't even know. We talked about so much shit. We tried to narrow it down. You'll get a good feeling of it. I don't know. It was because it's kind of he is the bought and paid for by the World Banks type dude, and the Le Pen.
Yeah, he's a Rothschild banker.
Yeah,
Le Pen's kind of like almost taking the mantle of how Trump was, and they're pushing this narrative that she's extreme right and he's a centrist. It's just
they were all saying the same thing. I haven't been covering that too closely.
Yeah.
Episode 53, people. Don't turn this one off, but catch that one later.
Yeah. It's time to bring back the hashtag I'm with her.
I'm with. That's good. That's pretty good. But he seemed to. Anyways, just go listen. You'll find your space. But so the end of the conversation was. She was just like, she couldn't wrap her head around, like, why would people want to come to America and like kill people and stuff like that. And I don't know. I kind of was just saying, yeah, that's why Trump wants to build the wall. And maybe I was wrong for saying that, but I don't know. The conversation got weird. She kept asking questions like, why would they want to do that? I'm like, they don't like us. I don't know.
They hate the Western way of life.
They don't like our freedom.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's tough to be able to like kind of explain to someone, especially that young, and someone that grew up in a different era, like this whole social media era, this whole politically correct era. It's tough.
And I felt as a parent that I had not been doing my job she's 12 years old. I've been around here for 8 years, but that's still my daughter.
Yeah.
Shit, she never knew about 9/11. I mean, that's fucking problematic, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of, but you got to think she was born after that, So, I mean, think about all the stuff that we were born after. I mean, obviously it's a huge, huge thing that happened in American history, but I don't know, with the way things are these days, it almost seems like a lot of stuff like anti-Muslim stuff is kind of kept off the record, not really kept off the record, but I mean, you think they're teaching it in school, kind of like how they taught us about the Vietnam War, that, because that was probably like the biggest conflict that we dealt with, like kind of a little bit before we were born,
Right. And the Korean War, stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I just was like, you haven't heard about 9/11? And he was like, no, what is that? So I thought that was weird. Like somebody would have told her,
Yeah, I mean, especially like with anniversaries, like there was like a 10-year anniversary or something like that. I mean, every September 11th, I mean, it's kind of like it's all over Facebook and stuff, like remember this day, never forget.
Where you were when you first heard about it? Because I remember where I was.
Yeah, I was. It was super early in the morning. Yeah, getting ready for school, and my mom woke me up and like, "Hey, we just got bombed." Well, that's how she brought it up to me.
Right.
But yeah, I guess I didn't think of it I didn't think much of it at the time until I really, really saw what happened, because I was like, wait, what? World Trade Center got attacked or something like that? I mean, at that time, I didn't really even know what the World Trade Center was. So. Right.
So our first period, because we both graduated the same year at the same school, our first period was at what? 7:55 or something like that?
It's like 8. I think 8, no?
8:05, something like that.
It definitely wasn't before 8. I think it was like 8 on the dot.
So I remember coming down the stairs of my house, and it was on the TV, and the building was smoking. I don't think it had fallen yet. But didn't the second tower fall while we were in school?
Yeah, I think I watched both the towers fall.
Because they turned it on at our school, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And we were so young, we don't know what the fuck's going on. All we know is like some shit is going down.
2001, we were juniors, right?
No,
either sophomore, junior. Definitely wasn't senior year.
No, we graduated 2002. No.
You know what? Do you recall? I don't know if it couldn't have been the same year, because that would have been way too soon. It might have been the year after. But I remember some kids for Halloween dressed up as an airplane in the two towers. Do you remember that?
No.
I definitely remember that.
At Cypress High?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. That was some fucked up shit.
Yeah, those years get a little fuzzy, because my brother died 2 weeks after 9/11, so that just kind of all meshes in together.
Yeah.
And I thought it was my senior year. Class of 2002. Yeah, it was our senior year because we graduated in 2002, right?
Yeah.
We started school in 2001 in June. Not June, August. And then September 11th happened that year. We graduated 2002.
Yeah.
So it was our senior year.
Holy shit, you're right.
Damn it. So that senior year was fucked up.
That means
2000. Go ahead.
That means that, okay, I know I'm not tripping. I definitely saw that at school. So that means it happened a month after that shit happened. That's horrible.
I know. In 9/11.
I guess we weren't as politically correct then.
Dude, I can't remember shit from my senior year. It's all the parties that I went to.
It was all cloud.
The only thing that I remember is pushing Corey Prince out of a chair and getting ready to beat his ass. And certain things here and there. It's such a blur because 9/11 and then my brother dying, who was my best friend. I was living with him for a while during the first part of the senior year.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a blur that, really sent my life into a tailspin, to be honest with you. But I made it through. I'm still here, I guess. It was a fucked up year. And it was. I'm sure you remember that. And I remember you actually being one of the only people that came up to me and had something to say. Everyone knew that it had happened to me, but no one had anything to say. I remember you exactly saying, my condolences about your brother and you and your family and stuff like that. A lot of other people just kept walking. And it was a lot of females actually that came up to give me a hug. I'm so sorry and stuff like that. Females have a lot of, they're a lot easier expressing emotion, stuff like that. But it was only like a couple.
Sometimes at that age, people don't know how to deal with that.
Right. But at that time, me being at that age, I'm like, fuck everyone, because I've gone through this thing and I don't have any support.
Yeah.
And it was fucked up. And it kind of started a lot of and then the girlfriend that I was with, me and her broke up after I graduated, who I was with for a long time. You remember Carlotta?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And after we broke up, it was like, oh my God, this is fucking, dude. I was doing meth for a little bit, not like a tweaker where I would do it days and days in a row, but I would do it. And it was fucked up. It was a fucked up time. What am I gonna say? It was 19. Shit was fucked up.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, at that age is like, especially if you don't have anything to turn to or that kind of emotional support, drugs can be your best friend, or your worst enemy. So
well, I did have music. I always did the music.
That's true. You were definitely always into the freestyle thing. So that was a really good outlet, though. Yeah.
Did you ever go to a writers collective?
Yeah, we had a little group at lunchtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That was one of the things I always looked forward to.
Fuck
because
yeah.
Either you can see some real talent or at least have a good laugh of people making fools out of themselves, But it was all in good fun, though. I mean, I
think it was a combination of both.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
And even the black people would come to watch me. Because they just knew I was going to. And I remember my junior year, because, all right, so Writers Collective was this thing that they did at lunchtime where you could go up and they did it at the auditorium where you could either go up and speak poetry or you could freestyle rap or you can do whatever. But what I was doing at the time was making these beats on tape. Right? I was recording on my keyboard with my mom's, meditation recorder that she did. She recorded meditations that had a tape in it with this little pin microphone on it. So I'd put this thing near the keyboard. I would record the drums and then I'd put another tape in and record the melody over it and then put another tape in. And then soon enough and I even made the fucking 9/11 song. You remember that?
Oh shit.
Who's the fucking Dean? Remember Dean, who was the host of it? Dean Manjapop?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Filipino dude?
Yeah, I remember Dean.
When I found him on Facebook, the first message he sent me was 9/11/01, a date to remember. And that was the hook of the song. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I heard he's a serious martial artist, dude. He'll whoop your ass. He is. Yeah.
If he has some sticks. But if I get a hold of him, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I heard he's got no takedown defense.
If we're in a hallway, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
No, but he probably fucked me up anyways. But no, yeah. Dean Mandapet, I think is his name. When we found each other on Facebook, that was the first thing he sent me. And I was like, God damn, I have forgotten all about that. And now that I'm talking about it, now that we went through the fucking motions, it's all coming back. I'm telling you, I forgot about that whole goddamn year. sometimes I'd sit in the quad by myself and just be like, I don't know what the fuck to do. And that started me down a whole, I don't know. We don't have to go all the way into it, but it was not a good time. And I'm still here today.
I heard that memories do get suppressed like during traumatic times. I've read that somewhere before. So it's like something like, it's almost like a defense mechanism that your mind does to kind of like just hide it away. You know, it's there, but somehow your mind protects yourself from it. You know, I don't know.
Yeah,
it makes sense though.
Yeah, it's that nature defense in you. Yep, I remember. I remember when I found out it was Carlotta was with me actually, and we were outside getting ready to be picked up by somebody in the Tanglewoods, and she had to go in and go pee. And I said, "All right, I'm going to wait here." I think it was Stuart that's going to pick us up. She's like, "All right, I'm going to go inside and go pee, and I'm going to come back out." And then she comes back out, and she's like, "You need to go inside." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "I don't know what happened," but she had this like look on her face, like, "You need to go inside." And then we ended up finding out what happens, but we don't want to go too much doom and gloom on this one. Yeah. But I mean, it's a huge part of my life, obviously.
Yeah.
And part of what makes me is that I had to go through something like that at an early age.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, man. I'm sorry.
And I had to go through
that, yeah.
Dude, I had to go through another couple of them. But I don't want to, we're not going to turn this one into reflecting on all the fucking horrible shit that's happened to me. But, that's kind of what makes you who you are, is going through these things.
Yeah.
And if you make it out of the other side, a lot of the time you're better for it.
Yeah.
Well, and then I don't believe that, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I don't really believe that. Because what if you get hit by a bus and you're fucking paralyzed? You're not stronger after that.
Yeah.
But mentally, you go through some stuff and you come out the other side and you'll be all right.
Yeah.
You get stronger, as life goes on. And then I meet people who, who haven't had a tragedy in fucking 20 years. And, my hat's off to them. And that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, it builds a lot of compassion, too.
Right. Builds a lot of bad habits. At any rate.
That, too.
So how's your Civic? I'm just kidding.
I hope it's going to be gone soon. Hopefully they'll make me some sort of ridiculous offer and I can get a new car. I need something. I mean, especially if I'm going to be taking a job somewhere like super far. I mean, the car's manual, so I don't.
What kind of position did you
automatic.
Apply for?
It's a operations manager, because I'm currently an operations manager now, so I'm kind of looking for the same type of role. I mean, I just figured with the skills I have. I'm in the medical device industry, but my background is fairly general as far as like operations management, so I can probably do the same
quality
thing.
Control.
Yeah, that too. That's part of it, but it would be more about like personnel management, logistics, supply chain, and procurement. All that jumbled up together is kind of like operations management.
So you have no problem telling someone to get their shit together?
Yeah, I mean that's a big part of it. Personnel management, because you got people like in the industry that are simply, they're there just to clock in and clock out, get a paycheck. They don't have any passion for it. But then there are people that are in it and they're really in it. So you just got to recognize potential. And sometimes with the other type of people, you got to kind of boost their morale, keep them happy and stuff. Keep them efficient.
Right, because if you're working for a dick, you ain't motivated.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't get along with someone, or that someone hates you, it can really, really take a toll on you and just really affect your work. So it's more about like keeping a good culture, and that's something I'm really good at. Like just earning people's respect and not really throwing a title around, you know, because I don't ever try to manage someone that I don't at least 90% know what they do, or at least 75% can do what they do, you know?
Right. You got to know people's strengths and weaknesses too, and be able to apply that in certain. Well, I do construction, so there's a lot of loosey-goosey stuff. And I have 3 people under me right now that I have to stay on them, or they wander, you know? They talk.
Yeah.
I got 3
sometimes you gotta micromanage people.
3 talkers. 3 talkers. They can sit there and talk about, you know, fucking going to Jack in the Box last night, and then it's like, dude, we're here to do some work, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally fine with people talking and shit, but if you can do your work at the same time, I mean, that's so much better.
It gets stuck, and we have a couple funny people, and I'm all for that too, and I'm not even obligated to keep these people busy, but they're under the Montgomery Electric banner now. And and this church is shelling out a lot of money for us to do a good job for them. And I take pride in people that are paying our paychecks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're shelling out a lot of money for us to be there.
Yeah.
And not only that, I'm working with basically 3 underqualified people that are doing what they're doing. So I'm the only like really qualified person to be installing shit.
Yeah.
And I know I'm saying I feel your pain, and at the same time I'm trying to do my work, and I'm trying to instruct these people on how to do their work and keep them busy and keep them focused. But is your job only solely to keep these people focused and to get a task done? Is that, or are you hands-on at all?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely hands-on. I mean, I work alongside them. Pretty much, I'm like the backup for each one of their department leads. So, I mean, I definitely have experience in actually doing what they do. So,
hey, who's it? Where's the cat? Where'd the cat come from? Who's that?
This is my Siamese cat, Walter.
You got a whole family right there.
Yeah.
They get along pretty good?
Yeah, they like each other. I mean, this cat's like super, super attached to that dog.
Yeah, I saw the dog just lick the cat. Oh,
yeah.
she's cleaning her.
Yeah, it gives them baths and shit, dude.
So is that a boy and a girl, or a girl and a boy, or what?
The dog's a girl, the cat's a boy.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, look at that, dude. He's just, I mean, what kind of cat does this?
He likes licking puss, and the puss likes getting licked. What do you expect?
Yeah, look at him. I mean, straight giving him a full-on bath right now, and he's completely cool with it.
That is so awesome. Dude,
yeah, look at
they
him.
should start their own podcast. Just
straight chilling, dude. Look at that.
Yep, or a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Call it Lickin' Puss.
Yeah, a lot of times the cat will come up to me. I'm trying to pet him, and his entire head's like just soaking wet.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's pretty hilarious.
Wet cat mixed with wet dog. Good Lord.
Yeah, this cat thinks he's a dog.
What's this world coming to?
Yeah, see, look, this is what I'm saying, man. If these two can get along, I mean, like by nature they're supposed to be enemies. I mean, then everybody else in this world can get along. See that?
You know what? That's a beautiful thing you just said right there.
It's a prime example right there of how you can always find a common ground.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Love trumps hate.
You know what? We're really taking some strides here on this program today. I love it.
Yeah. No, man, it's always been great to shoot the shit with you, dude. It's just like, you know,
I almost got Paul Tejeda to come on. Were you ever buddies with him?
No way.
Yeah. Yes way. I'm gonna get him.
Dude, you should.
I'm gonna get me and you and him to come on.
You should get Mike Chavez to get on here.
Ooh, I wasn't really. I mean, we were friends, but I was not really close with him. Like Paul, I used to sit next to him, and I would like halfway torment him, but then halfway like make him laugh and copy off of him. Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Like I would annoy the shit out of him sometimes, but I always liked him, and I always made sure that I knew that I liked him. But I would just fuck. I don't know. I would just fuck with people. It's just in my nature.
Now, me and Paul were pretty cool. Like in the entire time I knew him, like at school and stuff. Me and him were super cool. Like, dude, never had any issues.
And even I feel like since he grew up a little bit, that now he's like found himself that he is fucking super cool, Paul. I feel like he's super cool.
Yeah. You know,
and I feel like you and him were both got a bad rap from a lot of people but you guys didn't care. You guys did your own thing.
Honestly, I mean, there's very few people in high school that are able to not give a shit what other people think of them, you know? And
you and him were one of them.
I can definitely say I didn't care, you know, there's a certain expectation of you. I mean, based on your race or based on your crowd of friends, how you're supposed to be, you know, but fuck that.
Right.
Fuck all that.
Fuck that. I didn't care either, obviously. All I wanted to do was be cool with the bodyboarders so I could have some people to go out in the ocean with.
Yeah.
That's all. That was my main. That's the only way I sold my ass. And when I came to Cyprus and I said, oh, that group of people over there are the bodyboarders. All right. I'm going over there. And it was weird because I used to just stand there and I didn't know anyone because I came from a different school. So I was like, those motherfuckers bodyboard. Okay. I'm just going to stand there.
Yeah, high school can be pretty awkward in that sense. You know, it's just like, what do I do with my hands? You know, from Ricky Bobby. It's like, where do I stand? What do I do? You know, no one's talking to me, so should I just?
I always knew what to do. For some reason, I don't know why. I never had a problem making friends or being the new guy, but I just knew that I wanted to be with them. And it was actually Joey Gormley. Joey Gormley was the first one to like extend his hand, kind of pretty much. But no, it was Brandon Zomalt. Fucking rest in peace. Brandon Zomalt was a bodyboarder who kind of vouched for me because I knew him from the Cerritos area.
Yeah, I bodyboarded with him before, and you would, like, from the outside, if you didn't see him in a wetsuit or trunks or carrying a bodyboard, you would not think he's a bodyboarder.
Right.
Maybe because he's... Never mind.
Maybe because he's black.
You know, I mean, honestly...
Not a lot of black bodyboarders out there, but if you see a black bodyboarder out at the wedge, then get out of his way because he's probably really fucking good.
I've been bodyboarding for a long time, and I could probably count on one hand how many black bodyboarders or surfers I know.
But they're usually pretty good. Like, they take it seriously.
Yeah, I mean, they're generally, yeah, I mean, not to be stereotypical, but generally pretty damn athletic and physical specimens.
Oh, come on. You didn't have to say that. I remember this one dude at Seal Beach who had like a fro, and it was like light brown, maybe even blonde, he had braces. I think he ended up becoming that MC dude. MC, what's his name? He's pretty popular now. But I remember
what you saw was probably a really tan Hawaiian
MC
dude.
Imprint. No, not a tan Hawaiian. Come on. I know the difference between a tan Hawaiian and a black person in America. I think his name is MC Imprint now, if I'm not mistaken, and he's doing some big things. I think he did a feature for Power 106 recently.
Yeah,
I think maybe I'm just because there's only a couple black people in Seal Beach, but that was another joke.
You know, I caught one of the greatest waves of my life, and Brandon Zomalt was like firsthand witness to it. He was paddling out, and he duck dived under it while I was riding it. Man, that day was like glass, dude. Like, we just had that look of we just looked at each other and had that look of agreement. He's like, "You're about to go on the greatest 8-second ride of your life."
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I love that shit. I haven't been out in the water in a long time. You know what pisses me off? Every time I come down there, and without fail, I always forget my shit. I always forget my bodyboarding shit. I'll be like 20 minutes away from my house, and I'll be like, God damn it, I forgot my shit again.
Yeah.
And it's almost to the point now where like, yeah, you don't bodyboard anymore, you bitch.
My luck is that when I go out to bodyboard, the fucking waves suck. But then when I'm out at the beach just for like a family day or like just a random thing where I'm not even thinking about it. I don't have my shit on me, and there's fucking A-frame fucking 6-footers. You know,
I hate that too. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just seriously just how it goes, man. It fucking sucks. It's fucking timing, man.
But you always remember those days where it was fucking nice. I remember when I moved to Cyprus, I sucked at bodyboarding, and I made it a point. After school, I used to take the bus. You know, I don't want to say every day, but a lot of days after school, I wanted to get good, because what my idea of bodyboarding before I came to Cyprus was not what bodyboarding really was.
Yeah,
you know,
I totally get what you're saying. It's just get on the wave and ride straight in.
Yeah, maybe not even straight, but like just ride the wave properly. Don't turn, just turn into the barrel and pull out. Ride the barrel. Find a section down at the end of it. Look
then bust a 360.
The spins, I always had a problem with spins. I could do them, but I was better at getting air for some reason, like doing rolls and inverts.
For spins, I realized is that you really had to pull your whole body up and get everything out of the water. That was the problem with most people. Like anybody that I've ever seen complain about not being able to do a spin, I'm like, dude, you're fucking dragging your knee.
Right.
So you're not going to spin like that.
I still had problems. I don't know what it was.
I had a lot of problems too because I'm tall, so it was hard to like pull myself all the way up on the board. So,
I mean, I could boost, but the spins were a problem. I don't know why. Whatever. I miss it though. And then now that Facebook, I mean, do you follow like the bodyboarding and like Tahiti and like the wedge action and Run Dog? And did you see like all the pictures from Seal Beach that were fucking cracking? This Seal Beach was unbelievable this year, and I call that place my home break.
Yeah, dude, north side of the pier, right? North side of the pier.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the.
So you think it's south side?
Would that be in front of the sandbox, right? Like the kids' playground.
You're definitely thinking south side, yeah.
Okay.
North side's for surfers, the south side's for, and then, well, the surfers have kind of made their way to the south side, but
yeah, there's something about the geography of the beach right there. They had some awesome A-frames, probably the best A-frames besides, I don't know.
And what you got to do is you got to
probably the best. I mean,
you got to get there when it's dark and get out early and start claiming waves, and then you get waves all morning long.
Yeah, you've been to Trestles, yeah.
Once or twice, but it's always super crowded with surfers. So
it is. I mean, I've been run over quite a few times there. So they say the surfers absolutely hate spongers at Trestles.
Right, even though there's a major event that goes on there every year.
Yeah.
Anyways, before we close this one out, let's talk about some politics, because we have not even touched on it yet.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice to not have to worry about politics too much. It's just, this shit's getting crazy, man. It's too much.
It's really too much. There's so much that's like rapid fire information every hour. If you wanted to, something different's happening. And
yeah.
So for Trump's first 100 days, likes, dislikes, you got anything that comes to mind when I ask you that?
Not really. I mean, I've been way too busy to really look into to compare his original campaign promises with what he's done. But I mean, so what's a man going to do in 100 days? You know,
right? And so
especially with how fucked up it already is, you know. So
what's about to happen this week is the government shutdown is going to be prevented, which the government shutdown sounds like a terrible thing, but it's really not. It's only 17% of the government. And Obama did. Remember Obama did it when he was trying to pass the Affordable Care Act?
Yeah.
Right? He held his ground. He said, the Republicans are going to cause a government shutdown. That's what he said. And now Trump is backtracking because he doesn't want the government shut down because the budget doesn't include building a wall. and the Democrats are not going to allow it. And so Trump's going to just skate on by. And, you know, the art of the deal should be the art of winning now.
Yeah.
It's not a deal. This is stuff you need. It's not a deal anymore. You need to fucking win. It's not a compromise. We have the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Fuck it. You know, if it was me, I would push it to the end. Maybe there's something going on that I don't know about or that we can't see. But if it was me, I would hold my ground and be like, look, Obama did it. Reagan had 4 shutdowns. And if you ask most long-time Republicans, you would say that he was the best president that we've had in a very long time. So he's going to, I would say, just allow the government shutdown. I was doing a podcast in 2013 when that shit did happen. And I felt like I was like worried about the government shutting down. Oh my God. Oh no. What happens is the parks.
They stopped mowing the lawn at the White House.
Stuff like that. It's like insignificant. It's not like you're not going to be able to get in your car and go to work and get gas in your car. Like,
it makes it seem like there's gonna be no police or no fire department. It's gonna be anarchy. There's nothing like that.
It was almost so insignificant, and it was like, why the fuck do we have government anyways? Because every civilization went on just as planned. So what the you know, like it was insignificant.
Yeah.
Let them shut it down. My friend Sean Lindell would say, shut the whole fucking thing down forever. We'll get along as citizens.
Did you see what huh?
You got some guns. You'll be fine.
I could probably arm a small army. But you see what Ted Cruz said about how to fund the wall?
Yeah.
I'm talking about making Chapo pay for it. I think that's a great idea if they have the money, but I think
how'd they get all that money?
From people buying drugs.
In America, crossing the border. The drugs crossed the border and Americans bought it. So why not fund the wall so that we cannot, you know?
Yeah, but the argument is like, oh, well, technically we're paying for it anyway. But, I mean, we did buy some goods. Chapo had to work for it. He actually had to sell it, so.
Oh, good Lord.
I think it's a great idea, but the problem is we don't have that money. The Mexican government took it already.
They took it? Gosh.
Yeah, I mean, if they were going to seize his assets, we can't seize his assets that aren't here. I'm sure he's got some funds somewhere here, though.
Dude, that dude's probably got money buried everywhere.
Most definitely. It's rainy day money. That's where we need to find.
Well, we are about at the closing point. And my friend, we've done an hour. Did it feel like an hour?
Yeah. It's never a dull talk, man.
It was great to have you on, brother. I like these personal ones. I mean, you do because it's a lot more personal. I guess that would be one way to put it. But I want to have you on for some groups. Maybe next week, Wednesday, 6 or 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that should be good. Should be good.
Okay.
I'll set some time aside for that.
We'll get you on a group one. Our new day is Wednesday to drop, and to drop on Thursday, and sometimes on Monday. If I do in 1 week, which this one's going to drop on Monday.
Okay.
So, dude, great talking with you. I feel like we're pen pals or something. And I'm over here in Baco, and you're over there. So, anything else you want to say?
Holding down Cyprus, bro.
Holding down. Anything else you want to say to anyone in France that might be listening, or anyone in Germany?
Clean your shit up.
Don't say that.
I'm with her.
I'm with her. Yeah, actually, there is. I didn't even think about that. We should have done more on the French election because we got some French listeners. Good Lord.
Come on, First woman president. Come on.
I always said that the French listeners are probably Muslims trying to figure out how Americans work so they can fucking start a coup or something. Some shit like that.
Probably.
Anyways, go to social media, Mercury's Cast. Please hit that Facebook like button. Follow us on Twitter. Rate and review on iTunes. I would love you to for it. And on that note, this has been Mercury's Cast, and we're out.
You right.